Things are about to get real sketchy here. Sick.
Back in one of our first 10 episodes, you'll remember that I bought this 1994 Chevy Silverado and I started restoring it, but I never did anything with the motor and I always had this gutless 4.3 in it. And I finally had enough of it. I have a new truck, so I'm ready to rip out this piece of junk and put in my built 5.7.
Sick.
So we took the fan shroud out already, and then we have to drain the radiator. After we get that all out, then literally it's nothing more than accessories and some crap on top, and it'll be we can pull it right out, no problem.
Oh, 3 holes. Oh, it's going everywhere now. Hold on. Oh god, it's everywhere. It's
Just keep that over there. Keep that over there.
I'm gonna get another bucket. Oh god. Oh god, there's one. Oh god. We're making more of a mess. Oh god, no. Not doing any of it.
Oh my god, it's the wrong size. Whoa.
I'm taking over.
Oh, that's the funny bone.
Make sure you got a good anchor.
Oh, my hand is completely numb. Okay, so we started using the GoPro Hero 7 Black because it's just so much easier to film with what we're doing. We're using this now. Let us know what you think of us using this. I think it's gonna be so much easier and so much nicer to use. So right now what we're doing is we're taking we're taking the transmission out. Hey, grab the balancer and turn the motor over. It's not easy, but you also shouldn't be able to do that.
I was gonna say, I should just be able to grab a balancer
and turn the motor over. I ran it hard. This poor motor. We're not sure what we're gonna do, what we're gonna put in this yet. I don't know if I'm gonna use the 5.7 we have sitting over there, or go with like a 4BT Cummins, or like some kind of Cummins. What are you doing? Oh my god. Whew, okay. So I gotta take off these support brackets. As you'll see, you got these like support brackets that run from the transmission up to the motor. But there's always been this rattling noise that I heard. You'll notice that bolt does not have a nut in the backside of it. It has been sitting there rattling up against my oil pan ever since I put this transmission in, probably 3 or 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. So I need to fix that. Well, these things gotta come off here. And then after that, I have like 1 or 2 bolts left on the top of the transmission bell housing. And then it should separate. I didn't take the starter off or anything because I'm really sick of taking starters off. Ask Lucy. So there is gas puddle down the bottom of that manifold, and when I pulled off the actual throttle body, there's gas underneath the throttle body. So like, this thing is running so ungodly rich. I got like 1 or 2 more transmission bolts to take off, and then motor mounts, and this thing's literally ready to come out of here. Oh, excuse me. But we're still trying to figure out what it is we want to put in here. Honestly, it's whatever comes up. If I get once I get my tax return, I got $360.
And if Trump does that whole $1,000 deal he's talking about.
For what is it, taxpayers?
It's on if you paid your taxes and you make a certain amount of money. Supposedly Congress signed some sort of bill.
So we're in an interesting predicament. Yeah, and yeah. Now with his motor, this was at least right there, and we made it work. But this is not gonna work.
Shit out my license plate, but
yeah, we also destroyed his radiator trying to get it out.
damn, too bad we don't got another truck in here. We could just.
That's what I'm saying. I wish we could fit the Kubota in here. We just pull it right out. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. This is where things get weird. I gotta push the truck outside, get my tractor out, which I should go warm up right now because it's a diesel. So I need to get that thing warmed up, push the truck outside, then bring the tractor around in front of it so that I can hook a chain around the motor onto the bucket to get the motor out. Does that make sense? All right, come on. Come on. There we go. Cycle. Cycle. I love them cycle. Do it a few times. Make sure they're extra nice and warm. Oh yeah. All right, now we get outside where it's only a mild, you know, health hazard. You know, there's only some things leaking. So I don't think this is gonna give us that much trouble because me and Tyler pulled a 4.3 out of an S10 with a skid loader. Tyler didn't have half the things unhooked and that one was a pain in the butt. This shouldn't be that bad because I know everything's unhooked. Right along that plastic piece. Like a glove. Alright. There we go. See, let's make sure this thing's long enough. It should be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely long enough. Perfect. This is gonna be perfect. I don't see any problems in the foreseeable future with this at all. Okay, so let's talk for a second about something. So I'm pretty sure I have to take the starter out before I take the motor out. I didn't think I had to, but I guess I do, because that thing is not coming out. So imagine I'm pushing this back in the barn to take the starter out real quick.
Things are about to get real sketchy here. This what happens when you can't get an engine out.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Hey! Bring it up some.
We got liftoff! We got liftoff! Woo! Woo! Got it!
Is it all unattached?
Yes, sir! Oh, except for the bars on the starter.
I like how we're working in a swamp here.
Oh. Oh, it broke. Sweet. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool beans. One less thing. What does that connect to?
Oh, God.
Oh, of course it goes into that. I might have the... Oh! Now I just need the ratchet. Go with it.
Oh, there it goes. Let's see the damage. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I can't believe I drove with this in my truck. Oh, I don't even know if we showed you my hood. I walked out one day, and it was nice and cold outside, and I walked out and literally all the paint flaked up. I thought it was frost at first, but no, it was my paint that flaked all the way up. This is pretty much, I was looking at a new truck that day. It wasn't the truck I have now, but it was a sign that I needed another truck. Like, it's all coming off. It's pretty bad. So honestly, I might as well just finish this because I already got money in it. We went through the trouble of torquing down the main cap, so we might as well use it. But I do want to put a bigger lumpy stick in it, because that's just a factory lumpy stick. If we're gonna build it, might as well make it cool. I want to make it as lumpy as Mason's motor was. That thing was so good sounding. That'd be awesome. I have a transmission over here that I'll probably put in because the other one's already on its way out, so I might as well go with this. Plus this thing doesn't leak and it's got a solid shift, like super solid. This is out of an S10. I'd have to change the tail housing and the input shaft, but if it's that nice of a transmission, it may be worth it. I know it's an NV 1500 or 2500, NV 2500 I think. An aluminum piece of junk is what it is. She was a solid old girl for a long time driving it. Sad to see her go. Had a lot of good times with this motor. Somehow I didn't blow up the clutch on it. I don't know how I didn't. It's pretty well beat. It's still got some life left in it though, really. What do you like my setup here? This is my setup. Tyler hooked me up with some snap-on magnetic trays. So I use my Harbor Freight sockets put in here. I need to take off that clutch before I sell it, because that clutch is too nice to give away. Hey, only a little bit that time. Now we get to see what this thing looks like. See how bad it is. Oh, here we go. Alright. Let's see here. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, yeah, you can tell it's got some use, but I mean, pressure plate look like. No, that's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. This doesn't look bad either. I think I want that. That's coming with me too. But it's only the bolts are right here though, so that shouldn't be hard. Alright guys, that is it for this episode of American Detour. We cannot appreciate our viewers enough for the likes, the comments, our views, the people on our Instagram and everything. Hopefully you like us using the GoPro now. It's not that huge of a difference. I like it more because we can be more personal and whatnot. We can, it's much more of us just being us. In the next part of this series, you will be seeing us putting in my 5.7 in this motor in a massive camshaft. Like the biggest camshaft I can find, I'm gonna put into the 5.7. And this truck is going to be super nasty. All right, that's all we got for you guys today. Once again, thank you. Take it easy.